And here we go with another series. We're in a next Deciders game right here, and let me take a look at which group it actually is so I don't tell you something wrong. It's the Deciders game of Group B. In the bottom right hand corner we have a blue Protoss player from France. This is PtitDrogo. Going for the gateway expansion, kinda usual right here. And in the top left hand corner we can see the red Zerg player from Spain. This is, oh boy, this was wrong. This is Vortix. And yeah, Vortix maybe being the surprising factor for me till now. Since yeah, we didn't see him in any tournament before, but as soon as it's WCS Valencia, yeah, he's there and he's doing his job as making his country proud. I don't know, how many Spanish players do we have? We have Solier there as well. Solier is, did he even advance to the second group stage? I don't think so. I think he's the, yeah, Vortix is the only Spanish player that advances to the round of what is it, 64, 8 groups, 8 for 48. What is it? Group stage 2. Let's just put it as group stage 2. And yeah, and then this is it. And let's not forget about Vortix taking out Stefano twice. That's something good already. And yeah, obviously winning against PtitDrogo the first series as well. So let's see. And it was a 2-0 victory for Vortix in the first series. Yeah, I think Vortix would be the player to hype if he wins this one. So let's see if he can. We have Vortix, who's actually going for a pretty weird Zergling pressury build that is taking out the Cyber Core and therefore also cancelling the warp gate, which delays Drogo by a lot. So yeah, this is already good, I feel, for Vortix. I mean, yes, we have a 2-base Protoss, but also, yeah, 3rd base is started for Vortix. We have, do we even have speed? Yes, we have speed finished now. But where is he going with this? There's one adapt. The Oracle is going out now. Yeah, as soon as the Oracle pops up, I guess, yeah, the Zerglings are going away. So, what's the follow-up right here? He has the 3rd base finishing right now. He forces the Oracle to stay at home. Energy will be there now, okay. Okay, he goes out again. 2nd Oracle even getting there. Okay, doesn't want to have this one happening. But yeah, looks kind of okay, I feel, for Vortix here. PtitDrogo though, doing a good job in terms of worker count, constantly producing workers, going for a Twilight Council now, and the Robo also is on the way. And yeah, he restarted the research of warp gates, obviously, because for now, yeah, he's kind of slow in terms of building units. 2 Oracles going over to the other side of the map now. Creep tumor or not? I don't know. I mean, we have 2 Oracles incoming. The Queen is right there at the bottom. 2 kills, 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills. That's pretty good already. And we see, where is it actually? Templar's Archive is, yeah, somewhere around there. There it is. Yeah, Oracle tags the units. Tier 2, halfway done for Vortix. We have him going for the Roachroy now. I really like Zerg players going for the Roachroy so they have some sort of meat shield to deal with everything that was thrown at him. Also, roaches are not bad. I mean, obviously they are affected from storms. As we see, we have the Twilight Council, but also they're not affected as much as Hydros, I feel. So yeah, let's see what's going to be the case right there. I mean, this small squad of Zerglings right here at the front is not going to do that much more. The creep spread is kind of okay, I would feel. It could go over to the right just a little bit more. But yeah, I think it's quite okay. We have 10 roaches on the way now. Yeah, and he scouts with the Zergling. He could have seen that there is a probe. Oh, what's that? Double Arkin. Let's see what they are going to do right there. Yeah, and the model is going to be built. And now we have the Arkins in the natural expansion of Vortix. Ravager, Roach Ravager incoming. Yeah. But this, I mean, Roach Ravager push right here on the other side of the map, it would be pretty hard to take, I feel, because it's mostly zealots. Yes, 2 sentries, but that's it. But yeah, the Arkins are really forcing Vortix to keep units at home. That's nothing you want to have. And yeah, you see, they are lifted, and there's nothing the units can do. There's nothing that can shoot up the air, and therefore, that's essentially it. Yeah, tier 2 is finished. Do we have... No, we don't have the Hydra Den finished, or not even started actually. So let's watch the fight right here. We have Ravagers incoming, and they are having a hard time actually. No transfuse. Oh, transfuses should be used over there. But let's take a look at this. We have the Zealots incoming. Oh boy, some bios raining down, but this does not look good for Vortix. It seems like Drogo, yeah, with Immortals and some Charge Knots, is going to have a good time right here fighting what Vortix has, and he's just following the army right there. And you see he's microing the Arkans as best as possible to have them always right there, attacking the opponent's units, also blocking the opponent's units. And you can see the lost tab, 2,000 resources less lost, or fewer lost for PtitDrogo. He's on the same base count for now. 4th base for Vortix is started, but yeah, only halfway done. We have 4 Zealots in the War Prism on the left. If they go to the main base, this would really force Vortix to take a decision, man. Because there's nothing to defend back there. And overall, I mean, Drogo's army is smaller in terms of the supply number, but with Immortals in there against Roaches and with Arkans as well, I feel like that's a pretty good position to be in. Yeah, and here we go. There is 1 Hydra, 2 Hydras, but those are not going to do a thing. Yeah, now we have... He's just lifting 4 of the Zealots and going back out again. And also, PtitDrogo going for the 4th base right here, and this is going to be down pretty much safely. Yeah, down it goes. These 4 Zealots, they're not going to do that much more. But still, taking out the 4th base, that's, I think, enough for PtitDrogo. Whopping in some units at home, another model joining the battle soon. Storm has started, +2 has started for the Protoss player. And in terms of upgrades, we have +1 started for Vortix. And yeah, that's essentially it. We have some Hydra upgrades being finished already. Guess the second one will be there soon. But yeah, and now I feel Drogo is in a good position. Vortix is now trying to take the base on the left hand side, right there in the center. But he has no army there to defend. His army is bigger, but this one can't be home. So what's the decision right there? I mean, some Zerglings are not going to win the battle. We have another base being set up for Drogo. And if this one goes up, we have a 4 base Protoss against a 3 base Zerg. That's not what you want to have as the Zerg player. Not in the slightest. Oh boy. Doom drop time! And oh boy, wow, so close. But yeah, he sees what's going on. Where is he going though? His units is on the other side of the map. He can still recall. He can take out the base and then recall and he's safe. Or he can just destroy everything. That's the other decision to do. There's no going back for Vortix right there. And yeah, he drops one Hydra right there, everything else dies. I guess that's it for game 1 here. Vortix is facing a pretty hard attack over there. Yes, he's taking out a lot of units, a lot of workers especially. Dark Shrine also being taken out. But on the other hand, we have just one base left. And now Vortix is putting in everything, but we have storms going down on workers. And you know what time it is if we have that one happening. It's time to GG, as Vortix is doing, and PtitDrogo takes the first game in the series. Here we go with map 2 in this deciding series of group... Oh wow, I forgot again. It's group B. Here at WCS Valencia Groupstage 2. Top right hand corner from Spain. This is Vortix. Going for, yeah, expansion first. Standard build. And in the bottom left hand corner, with the match point right here to advance to Group Stage 3, we have the Frenchman. This is PtitDrogo as the Blue Protoss player. And he's going for the gateway expansion, taking the expansion right here in the pocket base. He wants to be safe against anything being thrown at him. Doesn't want to gamble at all, no matter if he has the lead with the map or whatever. He wants to play the safe, he wants to have the lead. And he wants to just take the 2-0, I guess, and not gamble with anything, because, yeah, I guess he knows the results as well, and he also knows that he lost against Vortix 2-0 in the opening matches of, or in the opening match of this group. So he knows that Vortix can beat him. So therefore, playing safe might be the thing. Okay, third base coming up for Vortix then. Yeah, no speed. And he's just mining gas with a 1. Okay, so he's not planning on doing anything with speed, I feel. And he's going in, scouting the third base. Maybe he might shade out. Takes out the Zerping and that's it, I guess. Maybe the second one as well. But then he's going to shade out, feel safe, have this one to do some damage later on, have some scouting information later on. But yeah, that's essentially it. Oracle coming out of the Stargate of Drogo. And what else do we see? Yeah, we have speed started. It's halfway done. Spore crawlers on the way. So what do we expect out of this? Obviously a second unit will be built. It will be a Phoenix. I would be really surprised if that would not be the case, because that happens almost every time. Okay, doesn't really do a thing. No worker killed by the Oracle. He just tags everything and goes out to Queens, and the Spore was too much, actually. Yeah, but no worker killed over there as well. Yeah, Spore going up in the back base as well. So third base started for Drogo. He also goes for the Robo. He also goes for 2 more gates. Okay, he killed 3 workers, and both oracles are pretty much damaged. But they're still alive, and the important thing for the later stages of the game is not to kill workers with the oracles. Obviously it's good if you do kill some right now, but yeah, it's way more interesting to have them alive than to maybe sacrifice them for one additional worker kill, because you want to tag the army, you want to see where your opponent is, and that's very important for the Protoss later on. Takes out 2. Oh wow, 4 health points. Close call, but it's enough to survive. Okay, Drogo going for charge, going for +1, going for the Robo with the War Prison. So this looks like another push, because we also have 6 more gateways coming up. 6 gateways coming up. 7, 8 gateways being there. And the Robo. 8 gateways looks like a pretty hard push to deal with. Oracle's going in again, taking out 2 workers, still surviving. Easy peasy. Yeah, and they're just, I mean, very good thing for Vortix is like his creep spread. I mentioned that in all the games. Vortix creep spread is really good. I like to see players doing creep spread like crazy, and he does. So what's going on over here? Some zealots. Did they stab on creep so he knows what's coming at him? Yeah, he sees it. Or does he? Oh, okay. He sees with the with the watchtower. I was just like wondering, like, how does he see this area without creep? But yeah, watchtower obviously it is. So we have 3 Archons, 4 Zealots right here, and 4 more Zealots over here with the War Prison. Oracle's also joining the fight. So let's see if he's actually able to do something. But maybe it could be enough to actually just force the units to stay there, because as I just pointed out, we have all these units right there in the back taking out a base. So, and he recalls. I think that's pretty smart. So good job here, PtitDrogo taking a good decision in my opinion. Also going for Storm at the moment, building another model, going for +2 attack. Yeah, so he's pretty much doing a good job for this deciding game, I feel. Okay, he might be going in again. This base is rebuilt. Yeah, is it worth going in already? Okay, takes out the spore. But yeah, I guess the rest of it should be lifted, yeah. Yeah, now we have Drogo stepping on creep. The Zerg units are on the right hand side of the map. Protoss actually having the army lead, he's at +1. +2 is halfway done, so it will take a few more seconds to actually having this one finished. Oh boy, and do you really want to fight against lurkers? Storm's going down, hitting a lot of stuff. We have these zealots and another weapon coming down right there. Drogo is really doing a good job in harassing all over the map. And yeah, the zealots connect instantly. That's also a pretty strong thing to have in store. Yeah, okay. Zealots, yeah, they have not been cleared up, but they have been lifted again. So at least, yeah, this base survives for now. Vortix being at 4 bases, but Drogo is as well. Vortix going for +2/+2 upgrades. Drogo's just having one forge, so he's just going for the attack upgrades right there. But he's, yeah, pretty much building models all over the place. And he's having a lot of zealots actually. Some storms being saved right there, 2 more models at home. And this is really annoying for Vortix. I mean, he did such a good creep spread, and now Drogo's just taking out everything with his whole army. Which means that, yeah, Vortix has to set up everything again. And that's, yeah, it will take like a few more minutes if you have the creep tumors for it. But if you don't have any additional queens, you won't have creep tumors, and therefore you won't have creep. That's the case right there. And here we go. Storm not really hitting anything, and we have a lot of lurkers actually taking part of this fight. Those are very beautiful storms though, and Vortix is just standing in there. I feel like this was way too long to actually stand into something like that. But yeah, a lot of lurkers. I mean, you don't want to go into this, not at all. I mean, it doesn't matter that you have some immortals and an observer. How many lurkers are there? 9. 9 lurkers. That's a big amount of firepower. So, another base being attacked. Here we go. DT takes out, or forces to cancel, let's say. Okay, lurkers are borrowing. And I think he took out the... oh no, there's the observer. Oh, I thought he was taking out the observer because he was kind of running next to the army of Drogo. But at the same time he has the observer, the overseer, so I was kind of feeling that he has... oh wow. And sometimes it's better to step forward if you're getting some storms on top of your head. Yeah, and that's what he does. But still, is this going to be enough to actually deal some more damage? Drogo's falling behind, and yeah, there's another chunk of army right there for Vortix. So if he just goes in right there, yeah, he can't really do a thing. Also, the observer has been taken out. Is there another observer? There's no observer left. So storms is the only thing that Drogo has against the lurkers. But on the other hand, we have three carriers in production. And carriers, yeah, obviously they can't attack units they can't see. But on the other hand, yeah, they cannot be attacked by the lurkers as well. And that's pretty good for Drogo. Army supply looks pretty much equal though. Do we have tier 3? Yes, we have the hive available, so there is a possibility of tier 3 or +3 upgrades for Vortix now. The storm doesn't go anywhere. Now Vortix, is he actually going in? Feedbacks on the overseers, which means there's nothing to see for Vortix. And with the mothership there, yeah, he now has to take a step back, get some more overseers, get some more units, get some more upgrades maybe, if he can afford it. I mean, he doesn't have the gas for it. Minerals would be okay, I feel, but yeah, he now has taken his 5th base to actually get a little bit ahead again. But will that be the case? We have 2 more carriers in production. 4, 5 on the field now. 6 on the field. 6 carriers, pretty good number. I mean, yes, they can be taken out, but having 6 carriers already is pretty good. And that should be a good thing for... okay, GT's coming in again. But he has overseers, so this base should survive. But you see, like, the creep spread, how far this has gone back. He was way further ahead on the other side. Yeah, and you see, he's just evacuating his base. Vortix knows, yeah, I can't hold this, my army's out. Let's just sack this. And then he's attacking the base on the other side. But do we see a recall, or is Drogo going for some more damage? Okay, we saw the recall to the base in the back actually. Okay, so he takes out the 3rd base and then he walks out. And it feels like Drogo wants to cut off his way. Drogo also having the higher army supply count, so he can afford this, I feel. Some more carriers coming in from the side. No interceptors popping actually.
Game paused.
Okay, Drogo might have some lag right there. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, if you see this, I was kind of wondering
Game resumed.
Why there are no interceptors coming out. And I feel like they are in range, right? So therefore I was kind of wondering, could he maybe turn around and try take out the mothership? Seems like he can't. Okay, this base is not going to go anywhere. Plus 3 range attack is on the way for Vortix. We have a lot of spores as well. But what do we see there? Okay. The slowing field of the mothership is being used, and yeah, it's 20 army supply as the lead for PtitDrogo. He's not even using all of his army, he's just using the ground army right there. Oh, we have the mind control, the neuroparasite. But what is he controlling right now? Just the one model? And it feels like that's just not enough. You can see 100 over 40 army supply. We have all the carriers going in, and Vortix has to call the GG. PtitDrogo taking this series 2-0 and therefore advancing to the round of to group stage 3.